All right, what up, everybody? We're back. I need to make a new display capture. Need to make a new display capture. There we go. We're back at it. I do apologize. I should have known. I really should have known it was going to uninstall the 3070 Ti because it's not up to what is it? At least the 500 mark in the drivers. It's an old driver, so I really should have known. Hope everyone's having a good night. And I just gotta send off a couple invites, make sure everyone's getting the correct live feed since it's like the fourth one now. But while I'm waiting for my phone to actually do that, I'm gonna set up some of the tests. So here it is. Here it is. We can do a whole plus 12 on the core. We can go up to a whole 106, temp limit up to 95, fan speed, we're gonna crank that as well. Memory, I'm not sure how high we can go with the memory. Core, well, I'm not sure either. We're gonna try something like that though. Actually, no, we're gonna just nah. We'll try like a 56 and maybe a 113 or 50 and 100 will do. That way we got a little bit of an overclock on it. See what it does. Let's try to set some stuff up. See if we can get the live feed going. Again, I do apologize, everybody. All right. We are gonna overclock the snot out of her. That annoys me, so I'm hoping it doesn't annoy everybody else. I'll have to get rid of the other one. I'll have to delete the other one off the Discord and that too. So I'll have to delete a few videos. I deleted already a few videos today, doing a little bit of like cleanup and all that. Got rid of a bunch of like my gaming videos and that from a long time ago. There's no point of having them on there. Yeah, we're back. We're ready to go. Thanks everyone. Yeah, again, my bad. I really should have known. I was talking about in my first stream, like, yeah, if I did this, because I have to download it, probably will crash the server, or not server, but it might be a black screen. I was hoping maybe it would just be a black screen rejoin, but since I'm using the encoder off the 37 Ti, it wipes the driver off the 37 Ti, which means it won't utilize the encoder. So it's okay. X264 on the newer CPUs is pretty good. So it's not like the 37 Ti or 30 series encoder, evga, but it's okay. Yeah, again, yeah, yeah, so we are at, GTX 770. It's an EVGA, GTX 770. Haven't worked with it yet. So, well, a little bit. I worked with it a little bit, but it was on a not so good PC, basically, an older system. So, hopefully it's better now. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it's better. I really hope it's better. So we are going to do, can we even do GPU Pi on this? Let's see what we can do here. Yep. All right. We'll down to 5M at 128. See what she does. not terrible, to be honest. Not fast. It's definitely not fast. Yeah, like I said, I should have known that if I installed the drivers, because I had the 3070, I have the 3070 Ti and the GTX 770. I didn't. I had that's what I'm just trying to do. Quick test, see what it looks like. See what it looks like, and then what we're gonna do is we need one CPU Z, we need GPU Z. Actually, no, we're gonna need a few CPU Zs. So I like to do that. Another GPU Z. So we're gonna put that up there. You won't be able to see that one. That's okay. Main board. Put that one over there too. We'll put this down here. Memory. Oh, I'm gonna put this somewhere else. There we go. Put that there. GPU Z here. And this one here could just be down here because it's just gonna be for some sensors. It's not, we don't have to have it. We just need this right here. Might as well update this now because I'm gonna need it for the upcoming competition. So might as well get some stuff ready for the competition while I'm doing this. GTX 770 is probably not gonna be in the competition, sadly. I just need the hardware actual points, and I'm hoping I get some decent points, to be honest with it. So we can exit that one. That there's there for, just for show, makes it look good. That should be all fine and dandy. Again, this right here just sitting there is fine because when we do that, it saves it. Boom, we got our screenshot. I'm gonna have to take a picture if I'm a top 20 of my system. Kind of looks pretty cool in the system with the 3070 Ti. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy. We're good to go. We are ready to rock. I wanna rock. I want to rock. Rock. I wanna rock. Rock. I want to rock. Boom. All right. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Everyone kind of knows. If you have any... Oh, yeah, we back, man. Did you get your coffee? I got my coffee. So, yeah, if I am going too fast and you guys want to know if anybody's new to streams or overclocking for hardwarebot.org, want to know something, this is the stream to ask. Oh, yeah, I just got to click on my profile. I want to rock. Look at 9.6 hardware points. I want to rock. 36. Oh, that's... that's terrible. I'm being a liquid nitrogen? That's... What? What? Dude, why is your score so terrible? You're on liquid nitrogen. You're seriously on liquid nitrogen getting that score? Oh, he doesn't know how to set it up. You gotta know how to set stuff up for older hardware that's not as powerful, by the way. If for a GPU Pi, you have that I exited it. Whoops. So GPU Pi, generally you'll be at like a 20M or a 10M, but 20M generally, and at a 512 for like, that's how it sets it. You don't need to run it at that. You can set it to a lower batch file size and reduction size, so that way it's easier on the older systems, and you'll get a better score that way. A game, Bria, ATX. Ooh, make sure you send some pictures on the Discord. But yeah, there's that. But I didn't get a great score, sadly. I got some points, though. I got some points. Yeah, so we're good to go. We are going to be doing 3D Mark 2001 SE because I want to see if we can beat that 13,000 points that we got on the other stream with the GTX 770 that I did doing 3D Mark. As I say, yeah, I know. On 3D Mark 2001 Second Edition, which is this test, to see how much better it is. Now, can I set this up to make it look better for everybody? I don't think I can. I don't think it'll allow me to go to the 1920 by 1080. Okay, benchmark. Never mind, it will. All right, we're gonna have actually a decent looking video this time. It's not gonna be over into one side on the stream. It's gonna be a full screen. That's nice. That is very nice. All right. It's doing pretty good. Quite happy with that score, to be honest. This one's rough. This one's rough. I was looking at another EVGA card on the good old Facebook Marketplace around my area. Fairly close, too. Actually, there's a couple of them. And then there's a 980 Ti, but they're really far away from me. So that really sucks. But well, I already messaged the person about the card, and oh, it's already impending. Someone's already trying to buy it. It's like, for that price, I kind of figure why. Like, if you're like me and you're a collector and you see a graphics card at like $15, even if it doesn't work, like I said, this one didn't work. I didn't know. They didn't say anything, but this one didn't work. And yeah, got it to work. So I would buy it still. I'll still buy that graphics card, but it's already impending. He'll give me a message back if the buyer doesn't show. So hopefully the buyer doesn't show. But definitely the buyers could be showing up. It's for a 680. Not a Ti. I really would like some Ti's, but it's fine. Just any new hardware for me, even if it's old hardware, if it's new for me, for that price, it's a really good buy. Why is my Wi-Fi not working tonight? On my phone. My Wi-Fi on the phone's not working tonight. There we go. We got her. We're all back up. We're up and ready to go. Hopefully. There we go. So this week total for hours watch time is over half the hours I've done in about 6 months of streaming and my videos. So I thank you everyone for watching my videos and helping out this channel. It's been awesome. Halfway there to being monetized now. We are halfway there. Also did a bunch of deleting of older videos of my gaming videos that had literally like 2 and 3 views. Some streams that I did for the gaming on Counter-Strike 2. Same thing. There's one video I streamed for 8 hours and 45 minutes, or around 8 hours and 43 minutes or something like that. 0 views. So, got rid of it. There's no point in me having it. There's 0 views. It doesn't help me for hours watched anyways. So, I can delete the video and not even have to worry about losing hours. Plus, how many hours watched I've been getting this week has been absolutely insane, in my opinion. For other high content creators, they'd be like, "Oh, that's nothing." Well, guess what? That's absolutely insane. I didn't even think a lot of people would be care about my overclocking and stuff like that. So, watch your eyes on this test. Oh, that's probably why the Wi-Fi is not liking me. Whoops. Thanks, Joe. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Again, I'm just doing it for people to learn, really. People to learn, or if they don't want to learn and they just like this kind of content, not really this kind of content, like me building PCs, me lapping stuff, me going over a whole bunch of overclocking stuff. Again, I'm not generally sitting down and doing that. I'm generally moving around, doing tests and that. And I probably will be doing that if I get a capture card. Be a lot easier to do too. Basically, I could set stuff up a lot nicer. So, been looking at some capture cards. The EVGA, if anyone wants to search it up, the EVGA, what is it, ZR1 or whatever, the Pro model, is very cheap right now for me. So, well, cheap. Cheap as in it's on sale for like 25% off on Amazon. So, that's a real good contender because it does 1440p at 60, or well, yeah, 1440p at 120 frames per second, I believe, at recording, and 4K at 30, which is all I have right now for our actual camera is a 4K 30 frames per second. So that works perfectly for me. But right now, yeah, it's actually a really good buy. It's not cheap, but for the donators and that to help me out, it's a real good contender, and it's not a cheap one where I have to worry about burning out in a week or two or a month down the road or it crashing all the time. Because that's all I read on them, and it's only the cheaper ones are only 720p recording, so I'm not sure how well that would look on my from going from 4K to 720p on the actual streams and my videos. So we'll see. Yeah, that's what I read on it, and I've read a lot of good reviews on it. Um, it's been on sale a few times, but I haven't seen it on sale like this cheap. This cheap. Again, I'm gonna just say cheap because it's compared to the normal price for it, it is cheap right now. So I'll probably pick that up. Yeah, exactly. Like the Aver Medias. Ooh, a lot better points. So from 13,000 points to 64,000 points. That's a big jump. That's a big jump. Yeah, the Aver Medias are really expensive. The Elgatos are really expensive. And for what I need, I'm pretty sure it will do just fine. And like I said, the reviews are good. It lasts a long time. It's easy to set up, and the latency is good, which is you have to set up your audio to match the actual recording off of the capture card, so that way there you can delay your sound a bit, like my voice and all that, so it matches up. And apparently its latency is very good to where like you don't even have to match up or do any kind of latency on the audio, which is really good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I should pick it up like tonight so that way it's here Wednesday, to be honest. That's what I should do. I should check to see if it'll still be here on Wednesday if I do get it. Um I'm just gonna take this score. Oh, I don't need Benchmate. What am I doing? I don't need Benchmate. I just need CPU Z, CPU Z, and GPU Z. So let's check it out, see if it's still there. Yeah, you won't be able to see these tabs. My bad on that one, but that's right. I gotta. There we go. CPU. CPU is the only one I really need, and I just need this one. But then it gets hidden, doesn't it? Won't it get hidden if I do a capture? No, it's fine. No, I'll be fine because I don't need to have Benchmade open. What am I doing? That's fine. I can do this. Put this down here. Put this on top. Make it look somewhat decent. Best I really can do. There we go. That looks good. And I gotta grab my other keyboard because this keyboard doesn't screenshot for me. Go. I should show the keyboard I'm using for the screenshot. There's no keys on it. The only keys that are really on it are the Windows and print screen. So there we go. I can online result browser. I don't think it allows me. No, it doesn't allow me to because there's no Mad Onion. So yeah, see, gives me an error. That's fine. Go. I can submit a score. 3D Mark. 3D Mark. Oh, go down. We gotta go to video cards. 3D Mark. Oh wait. 3D Mark. To the 1 SE. 68,000. What? 68,000. Oh, 64,040. Well, that's a really nice score. 64,040. There we go. And it already puts that all in. Oh, yeah. 5.3. Set cooling. Custom. GeForce. Air stock. T690 custom. Again, I do have a pretty good overclock on the RAM for streaming and that. Generally, I can go up to like at least about 7,600 mega transfers per second or 7,800 mega transfers per second doing my tests. And at like 32, 44, or 46 usually, 44, 46, and then 32 on TRAS. And then my generally it's that. Like I said, generally. Screenshots, 141. I can open that. Copy URL for top 20 for Hall of Fame. How would I do the URL on this? Pro version. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. I do that another time. I get the pro version. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get top 20, so don't really have to worry about it. Yeah, 1/12. Yeah. So a lot of people do liquid nitrogen on these older cards, so it's gonna be pretty hard to get some decent points. But 15 hardware points is actually some decent points, not gonna lie on that one. Okay, so that's that test done. So I don't have to worry about top 20 for this test. Just fine with me. What else tests should we do? Because I have to do 3D Mark and Steam as well, all the tests. I guess I'll do 3D Mark 03 now. 3D Mark 03. Here we go. And I do have to get back to the chat, so give me 1 second here. It's just, my phone is not liking me tonight. Connect. Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah. That's right. So, And then probably I'm not getting a better score too because I went 1080p on it. Should just keep it as basically it. And what you can do is game test, yeah. Sound tests. I didn't know there were sound tests. Okay, I was gonna say the system's saying 3070 Ti, but that's not what's plugged into the actual monitor. I'm actually plugged into the GTX 770. This stream was on my YouTube front page. No way. I actually don't believe it. There's no way this is on your front page. I am too small of a YouTuber to be doing that. So that is awesome if it is. And welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm overclocking a GTX 770 by EVGA. Now I'll send you an email. If you want, I can send it tomorrow morning. My email. Not my email. Yeah, I'll send it through email. If yeah, tomorrow morning if you can wait for that, or if you would like, I don't know, if you like to get up early and do stuff early, then I can do it right now if you'd like. Is it possible? There's no way it's possible. Like, people are telling me like they're finding my videos after watching these big YouTubers on my analytics. It's showing me that I'm being posted after these big YouTubers to like watch now and recommended and stuff like that. I don't believe it. I really don't believe. Like, that's crazy that's actually happening. So again, everyone that has been watching my stuff has been with me since the start. Hart, I hope you're still here, Hart. If everyone's still here from the beginning and still watching my stuff, hopefully you've noticed the improvement on everything. And it's just going to get better, by the way. It's just going to get better. And I have had a lot of donators to the channel as well. Thank you all for donating to this channel. It helps me out, helps the community, and hopefully I can just keep upgrading my knowledge on PC hardware so that way I can get more information out. And hopefully you like that too. So that's awesome. That's actually awesome. So welcome, Hart. Welcome. The watch hours this week, almost 600 hours. I just checked it again. Almost 600 hours of watch time this week only. That's almost as much as I've had through my whole YouTube career, basically. I can't call it a career. I haven't been doing it long enough. Just over about 6 months now. So this week alone, I've almost matched my overall watched hours. And I've done 8-hour streams, 9-hour streams, 12-hour streams, 11-hour streams for days. I've done so many videos and stuff like that, and it's not even matched that. Like, it's been absolutely amazing. So thank you all again. And I'll be right back to the chat. Just give me 1 second here. I have to do something. It's even cheaper right now. It's even cheap. The price dropped even more. I have to get it then. Price dropped even more. I have to get it. The capture card I'm talking about. That I'm working on getting a capture card. Things will be a lot better once I get a capture card. I mean, a lot better. It might take me a while to set up, and hopefully everyone's a little patient on that. Hopefully I'm patient on it because usually I have a competition here starting up here soon for hardwarebot.org. So I'm really hoping that I can set stuff up before that, get it all ready so that way I don't have to worry about it during the competition because it starts November 1st, ends December 20th. Yes, that seems like it's a lot of time to do these tests. It's not. It's not because I have to make sure I get good tests on the actual good scores on the tests that I'm actually doing. And I have to make sure I get multiple of them, so that way, let's say I post up a good score, and then no one posts up afterwards, and I have a really good score, and I'm placing pretty good. Then later on, someone beats my score, but just by a little bit, I can post another score the next day or right as soon as they post it, so that way I get my score back, and they would have to redo the test to try to beat that score, to try to. And not a lot of people know about doing multiple tests over and over and over. I mean, like over and over and over one single test. Like this 3D Marco 3, I could run this test 100 times, save 5 of the good files, so 5 good files, send up my fifth place one that I think is like my fifth place overall good one, and keep all the other ones as well, the fourth, third, second, and first that I think is the best scores, and then I can have them saved on a flash drive. Everything saved on a flash drive to validate. There's one test in this hardwarebot.org competition where you can't do it that way. You actually have to validate and send it off right off the bat, and that's just fine. I kind of get those kind of validations, but most of the tests in this, it's not that. And I'll be right at the chat in a second, so give me 1 second. If anyone has any kind of PC questions, I do have people that watch my streams and videos before. They can validate I do know a thing or two about PC hardware. All right, so I got one. I got a capture card. It'll be here Wednesday. The price dropped even more, so that's awesome. Oof, 7 frames, 10 frames per second? Holy moly. That's that seems terrible. Hopefully it's good. That seems terrible though. Maximum of 7 frames that I saw there. Seems bad. Yeah, it's this week has been absolutely insane. I mean, absolutely insane. And then like I said, donators and people that are helping out the community, and thank you so much. When I get a little bit bigger of a streamer or a YouTuber, you want to call them now, content creators or whatever you want to call them, really, uh, I will be making like donations to like the Stroke Foundation and others like foundations like that as well. And like when if I can get really big, I'll do like a kind of like a match to match kind of donation type thing. I'll make it the donation for like my actual subscribers or viewers very low, so that way I can actually match to match. Because who knows, someone might just put in a whole bunch of money that I can't match that to. But it'll be a business expense at that point, so that's what I will do. That's what I would do, seriously. Especially to the Stroke Foundation and to like cancer patients and that, because it runs in my family. It really does. No, I got 50 on the core and 100 on the memory right now. It's not base, but it's 50 on the core and 100 on the memory. Not much, not much. But this graphics card is older, and you generally can find them fairly cheap. Like I said, fairly cheap, even if it's broken. You can, if you're like me, fix them up, use them. But you can find them fairly cheap, and they'll run liquid nitrogen on them and just absolutely push the limits. They'll hardware mod them, like completely hardware mod them for the memory and for the voltage mods. So I'll have to do that too to get some decent scores. I'm hoping you're saying that's for the Stroke Foundation and Cancer Foundation, because yeah, it would be amazing if I'm big enough and can actually make some money that I can actually put in as well, because I would love to do that. Like, and it'll be like 100% all proceeds go to the actual foundation. 39,102. So what I'm gonna do actually is search up this one. Ooh, GFT, GTX. So GTX 770, 3D Marco 3. Looks like 207,000. See, liquid nitrogen, single phase, error. There's no way. It's like liquid nitrogen, liquid nitrogen, liquid nitrogen. So, but their score is probably pretty good because the physics of it. Let's see. Online browser should be able to go to this one. Yeah. But processor showing 0 clock frequency. Let's go. I don't even have a processor in my computer right now. Good, good. Yeah, yeah, like I said, I would 100%. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what he's got. He's got like a 14900 KF at 6.6. A liquid nitrogen, he's up to 1881 and 2090 on the memory. So, yeah, he's got to have mods of some sort. Where's his picture? Where's his... Yeah. Salty. Salty. Where's the pictures of the system, buddy, to validate? Not unless you did this on YouTube. You can do YouTube, but there's no YouTube validation either. ASRock Z790i Lightning V-Color Manta. Nice. Good motherboard? That is a good motherboard. Salty, where is your picture of your system and that so we can see what's going on and to make sure you're validated? Yeah, almost 6.6. Almost 6.6. But yeah, no, you gotta have, especially in first place, man, you gotta have this. This is not gonna stay, I don't think. I don't think they'll allow it. Not unless this was ran beside an actual like Legahoff or someone that can actually validate it personally. That's weird. But Nick has validations. He's got liquid nitrogen running. That's a sick black and white picture, man. He's got some Kingpin, G-Skill, Thermal Grizzly. Very nice picture. Some liquid nitrogen going here. This will be me, hopefully here soon in the future. Hey, he's got the fan I got. Kaboom! I took off the actual grill just so I can spin it to do some multimeter tests to show that voltage, you can make a generator out of any magnet and coiled copper, basically. Cores and shaders are unlocked. Settings, yeah, all that should be unlocked. So he unlocked the cores and shaders on it. Oh, yeah, we should see what kind of temperature we're hitting here. Oh, we're not hitting it doesn't get warm. That's with my thermal paste too. This is with my thermal paste on this card. So a whole 38 on that, and it's hit a whole 44 for the maximum temperature. Not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, cores and shaders are unlocked. He's at 1750, 2200 on the memory. Now his card. I don't see any core mods or memory mods. They have to though, right? They have to. They have to be. Now this liquid nitrogen really does. Yeah. That's what I thought. It's what I thought. Never mind. So here we go. This is for no power limit. This is the no power limit mod, right? These ones go to here and here. Yeah, that would be no power limit mod. So seeing these pictures helped me out, by the way. So I can do this kind of soldering. He's just added on like a pin off, so that way he can connect the pin offs to voltage controllers, basically. Now, I'm not sure if this would be the memory voltage or this would be the memory voltage. I'll have to search it up for the actual like blueprints of the actual card itself to see. But this looks like, generally from all EVGA cards, the closest to these power pins, you'll have a memory controller. This is not memory controller, voltage controller. This is a very big voltage controller, by the way. So it basically, with what he's doing there, he's putting it through here. He's gonna hook it up to something to make sure he can put more into it, more voltage, or allow more voltage, basically. So he probably put some sort of, I don't know, let's see what he does with it actually for that one. He hides it all. His cat's hiding it too. Hello, kitty. But here it is. This should be like an EVGA type. Oh no, that's an actual temperature. That's temperature. These are temperature probes. Can't see. Usually they're EVGA. It's EVGA. I got some Grizzly paste somewhere. Yeah, Grizzly paste is some of the best. It sucks. EVGA won't be making video cards and motherboards. 100%, man. 100%. So I'm trying to pick up all these EVGA cards as cheap as I can. Like I said, $15 was the last one I bought for the GTX 770. I got for $15. So, but I was looking at some other ones that are around $15 and $25. So a 680 for $15. 980 Ti is too far away. It's too far away from me. I can't get there, or it cost me too much money to get there and then back, basically. So I had to let that 980 Ti go. That's okay. By the looks of it, man, by the looks of it, that's the memory controller. Because generally the memory controller, like I said, is by the pinouts, the actual power to the card. And these will be like a core voltage mod and a memory mod. They can just hook up to, like I said, actual voltage. But I'm not sure if this card actually has, yeah, it does have, because it has core voltage up, power limit too. That's okay. Like I said, I'm not doing much with this. Temperature's low enough too. I could probably raise this quite a bit. But let's see if anyone else has it. So Pirate, nope. Spit, nope. Phobie, yep. Yep, that's awesome. What you got going on? Oh, you son of a... Why wouldn't you do that to me? Making sure I can't see it. But yeah, he does have... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, he's at 1.576 volts on the core by the looks of it, and the memory would be about one. No, yeah, the memory will be at 1.358. The GDDR5 doesn't need a whole lot of voltage to actually go and to stay stable, basically. So I'm guessing the core would be at that. No, is he on liquid nitrogen? Hold on, let me just check out some stuff. If he's on liquid nitrogen, nah. No, he's not on liquid nitrogen. Never mind. Maybe that would be the memory. But the memory for GDDR5, you don't need a whole lot. It's generally around 1.1 or something like that for memory. And if you go too far with the GDDR5 voltage memory, for the memory voltage, it's unstable. Doesn't matter how cold you get, it goes unstable for some reason. Done a lot of testing before. I never owned these kind of cards, but I've done a lot of testing and watched a lot of and read up on a lot of people's forums and stuff like that. And Hardware Bot, like I said, I take a look at these pictures. Got to make sure, figure out what they're doing. See how he has a little pinout board here. That little pinout board goes to his voltage controller here. And most like a potentiometer too. You'd have to set up some resistors too, or you can set up some resistors as well. But it looks like they didn't add any extra capacitors to the boards. I would add some capacitors to the back of the board. Just add some more in to help the stability overall, and or change out the capacitors to the same kind of capacitors, but switch them up to a higher grade capacitor, like a Nichicon. So just a better overall make of a capacitor that has a better up and down, better signal integrity as well. The more capacity you add to a certain limit, you get more better signal integrity as well. So like, you're not having too many spikes that could actually crash you. Let's go. Hopefully your brain continues to work. All right, so nice feet. Let's see what he's got going on here. His system. Look at that. I got a little monitor like that. Wait, that's not a little monitor. Look at the system. It looks so small in the picture. It looks so small. It does. That's like it looks so small. No, he's in his bathroom. Oh, that's awesome. He's in his bathroom. I'm wondering it's because he's on liquid nitrogen. He's overclocked. No, he's not liquid nitrogen, but he looks like he's on water. Looks like he's on water. No, he's not even. Air. Dumb. Oh, he's got a aftermarket air cooler on it with a server fan. Wow, he's getting some decent. He got a decent score here. But that looked like a really small pick. Like that was awesome. Yeah, nice feet. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. He really had to go, but he had to make sure he got this test done. Fake cap. Yeah, facts. Yeah. Rulicon. Fake caps. I've never heard of them, but nah, Nichicon. They're the best. The red caps, basically. You can call them red caps. Just because they're better. They're Japan made. Done up in a nice factory and tested. Every single one tested by hand, not by a machine. So yeah, that's awesome. Hey, look, my tests are right here. Let's go. There you got my test up. All right, we're already making headway on this GTA 770. Let's go. All right, so I know what I got to do to get up in the scores. Like I said, this card's been around for a while, and all the enthusiasts will be buying multiple of them, like probably about 6 or 7 of them. They'll be doing SLI on them as well. So they'll be buying a whole bunch of them. They'll be modding like 1 card or 2 of them, so that way they can do no power limit, voltage mods on the core, and voltage mods on the memory. And the other cards, they generally won't do that with. They'll just make sure they can cool it down good enough, or just put them on liquid nitrogen and not do the mods. Because doing these mods, you can you can mess something up real quick. Like real quick. Let's say you don't have a good contact and you're on liquid, or not liquid nitrogen. Let's say you're on water, or like a guy's on air, and you put in these kind of voltages into the core and you don't have good contact, and you run that test, it's instant. That GPU core is gone. It would be gone so fast. It'd be like, test, no, black screen. It'd be terrible. There'd be so much. I bet these cards will go up around 500 watts per card. It's a 230 watt TDP standard. So not on an EVGA card. An EVGA card would probably be higher. Yeah. Oh, shoot, that's funny. Oh yeah, 3D Mark 03. Wait, did I already do it? I forgot. I was too busy scouring people's pictures to see what I had to do. But yeah, I kind of figured what I have to do. Yeah, 3D Mark, and yeah, I didn't do it. So we'll do that. Open results. Well, it is the counterfeit to... Oh, seriously, it's the counterfeit to Rubicon. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at them, and I'll take a look at Rubicon, because I don't know about Rubicon, to be honest. I just know about the better of the capacitors to be using for adding to the backside of the GPUs for better stable integrity of pass-through, basically, to the actual core or memory. Generally, it's just a core, though. Gone in 60 nanoseconds. It would be like that too, man. It'd be so fast still. Like let's say if it was like my 13900 KF that I was doing that hit like 600 watts. If it didn't have good contact to it, the temperature, as you saw, all my scores there, like 80C and up to 90C. So there it was fine and ran. That's not what broke it. It was the direct die. But let's say the 600 watts and you have like a bare spot or just the edge of the edge. I'm talking just the edge of the actual chip was not covered. It would it would not be good at that, as it would be like gone in, yeah, gone in 60 nanoseconds. That's awesome, Heart. Yeah, that's doing these extreme overclockings, dry ice, liquid nitrogen, and not being stingy with your thermal paste is really smart thing to do. Also, like, gotta worry about moisture and all that too. So I do have to pick myself up some of that Vaseline, or even some electrical grease. But electrical grease costs more. The amount of Vaseline you're gonna be using, cleaning off, using for, because you're gonna do it every day, cleaning it and all that. You're not just gonna leave it on the actual board. Just makes a mess. Dust hits it. You have to put in like a nice basically dust-free environment, and or put it in a container, which again costs more money for each card, everything that you do. So there's no point in doing it. Again, yeah, 0 clock frequency. I have no CPU in my system. I don't get it. Okay, so that's all we gotta have here. Boom. La bam. Oof. Oh yeah, we don't even need that like that. CPU Z, CPU Z, GPU C. Yeah, yeah, 900. It would, yeah, instant destroy. Like, it would hit such a high. Actually, I'm gonna be doing this. I forgot about doing this back when I said I was gonna do this in one of my streams. Is I have like the X5570s. I have multiple of them, and I'm gonna be giving away. I'm still gonna be giving away an X5570 after the 10th stream of the giveaway. I will be going through the subscribers and anyone that chats. I will be putting them in like a hat, and I'll be drawing a name. If you don't actually want it, you can do the give it forward, or just give it to somebody else that might appreciate it more because you don't want it or need it, or do the overclocking, or just don't care about it. Somebody else might, so again, you can just pass it forward, give it forward kind of thing, and I'll definitely do that. But yeah, I was gonna put into my Asus board, so my Asus P58 DE, no, P5, yeah, P658 DE board. What I can do is on the actual board, I can switch the actual rails. So I can switch the rails for a QPI data link to go over 2 volts. The CPU I can go over 2 volts, and the RAM I can go over 2 volts. So there's a limit on most boards where you can only go to a maximum of 2 volts, even if you get a good board. If it doesn't have a rail switcher on it or a jumper on it that allows you to do that, you cannot do that. And doing extreme overclocking, you kind of want a board that can do that, because you might need that extra voltage of going past 2 volts. So I'm going to put in my X5570. I'm going to delit it, and I'm going to put in as many, like, I'm going to take off all the hardware monitoring on it, and take off like the temperature on it too. See if I can actually get the CPU to actually break or something. The chances of it actually like exploding or something like that is, on actual motherboard, is slim to none. So it probably just be like turn on, poof, basically, and you won't see anything really fancy happening, but it just turn to a black screen basically. But I'm gonna do that for sure. Oh, what I never got about overclocking is that when you take your video card apart, mod it, use liquid nitrogen, it's no longer practical. It's still practical. That's kind of why I liked him. But after he just started doing like more content stuff, actually hardcore overclocking. He had a GPU, a 6900 XT, and he was on air. He modded it all, like modded the crap out of it too, and he got records on it on air. Was beating liquid nitrogen, and because he modded it all, and he had that card forever, and he would use it all the time in that, because you can manually tune the voltages if you do it right. You can literally have everything set up on the actual card, put the base of the card almost back together, and it'd work just fine. I understand the overclocking something to get better performance to play a game that normally when you run on your system. Yep, and I get that too. My preference though, if let's say you're good with soldering and you do overclocking too on some of the cards like the 1070s that I have. Just doing the power limit mod so that way the card cannot hit the actual power limit. Amazing for games. The stability, you can overclock it more, you can get more life out of the card, you can get them more frames if, let's say, you weren't getting the frames before because it was always downclocking it because it's hitting the power limit. And a lot of cards will hit the power limit a lot of times and downclock it. Then you get the weird dips in your game that doesn't look good, doesn't feel good. But that no power limit mod, super easy to do. Usually the shunts that you put on it are like ones I use are 2R2s, which are 2.2 ohm resistors on it, and you shunt them, you piggyback them on top of around the actual microcontroller, actually on the EVGA boards. Again, I have 2 videos on my channel if you want to go check that out, how to solder the 2R2s onto it, and learn a thing or two maybe about it. I also have a video playing Counter-Strike 2, and I was hitting 2.2 gigahertz on my GTX 1070 throughout the whole test without even adding core voltage to it. When you add the core voltage to it, you need a decent cooler, but other than that, it worked awesome. Like worked awesome. And then you can put the back plate back on, you can put the card all back together and make it look like it was nothing even happened to it basically. It's awesome. It really is. The no power limit mods on cards if you know what you're doing and use small resistors on them. Amazing. It's pushing the hardware way beyond its operational stats. Yeah, it's like dragsters. Yep, basically. Yep, basically like dragsters. Or like, because even like your high-end cars too, you got like these crazy cooler systems on it too, so that way when you're going down the strip, your car doesn't go too hot. So it's kind of like that too. You need a really good cooling system. Once they run a few times, you got to rebuild the engine. Yep, you got that right. I took off my stuff off of eBay after I sold my vintage graphics card and almost lost money due to the shipping. Like the guy got a really good deal. It's right now the card's stuck in BC, not stuck in, but it's been in BC for a while now. So hopefully it doesn't arrive late. Again, I'm a 100% rated seller on eBay, so I'm hoping it will show up on time basically. But I shipped it out on time, so hopefully it arrives on time. Double it and pass. Yeah, basically. This doubled my cores and I passed it on to the next person. Yeah, that'd be awesome. What up, Q? Welcome back to the stream. But yeah, maybe in a little bit, I will put my CPUs, my X5570s back on and start selling them. Because like I said, I have a lot of them that I literally bought to either overclock on or sell, and I have a whole bunch that I've never touched. I've only tested them all, so I put them all in the system onto my Intel DX 58SO board, and I've never overclocked on them. I've never done anything with them. They came from a very reputable seller that got them from like an actual like database, and yeah, they're like in mint condition too. Like I don't even know what coolers they used on. Like that's how mint of a condition they are. Like it doesn't even look like they've been in a system basically. Like the LGA, the land grid array on the back of them was perfect. They just look amazing. So I kept them in a box and they're out in a tote right now. But yeah, I got some packaged up ready to sell. I got some in a box, like 2x2 basically. So 2 CPUs in a box, 1 in a box, all in nice little packaging that I like to do on. Costs a bit more shipping, but it makes things safer for travel. Plus, it makes me look like a really good seller. And I reconnected. Oh my god, that's why I generally use my NVIDIA. That's generally why I use my NVIDIA encoder, as I'm using the CPU right now. Hopefully, I'm back on the stream. Hopefully, I'm back on the stream. I just noticed I dropped, so that's because I'm on the X264, I'm doing stuff on my CPU. That's why capture card would be handy, and I ordered one, so yeah. Hopefully I'm back. CPU is only hitting 2.5 volts though. It's kind of odd. Should be up around 3.5 or 1.35. I'm back, right? Yeah, dropped out. It's all good. It's like not like I crashed or anything. Just a dropout because it's using my CPU and I'm using my CPU and the stream's using the encoder, so I will have a little bit issues. The encoder's not even close to being as good as the 30 series encoder, so that's why. But it's fine. I'm back. I did not crash. Okay, I've set stuff up. I did testing before the stream, like a lot of testing before the stream to make sure everything was stable. The RAM has a decent overclock at 6400 mega transfers. Not even close to my what I can actually do, but 6400 mega transfers, so I can get a decent score on any tests. With a pretty good primary and secondary timings. The CPU has a 5.3 gig over here, 5.3 gigahertz on the P cores. There's no E cores right now, and the actual ring, like max ring, is actually at 5 gigahertz, which is pretty high too. Memory core leak. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We got CPU, main board, but up another GPU. Just to have it. Put that down here. Make it look a little nicer though. Make it look a little nicer, I said. There we go. Make sure that's there. That all looks good. Can I move this around? No. That's fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it that well. It's a great keyboard, eh? At least it can print a screen, unlike my 60%. Or take a screenshot, as to say. At least it can take a screenshot. That's all that matters to me. There we go. Okay, okay. This will definitely not be a... Oh, that's right. I already got it open. That's why. This will definitely not be a 20th and up. Again, like I said, like these older cards, the actual people that can do liquid nitrogen or have the money for it or have been doing it for a long time will have a way better score than me. And there's quite a few people that do it. And these there's a lot of like older people that still overclock too that are absolutely insane. Like they're in like their 70s. They're in their 70s and they're still overclocking like madmen. Submit a score. Go down. 3D Marco 3. What was the score? 39,102. Previous submission. There we go. I still don't have a picture of my system, but that's fine. I'll put one in. I'll just edit the submissions later on. All I'll have to do is edit the submissions later on. That's about it. Yeah, a few people on. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. I do know a thing or two about overclocking. 133rd at 133rd. That's sad. That's sad. Bottom. Why? Why? This is 3D Mark 03. This is 3D Mark 03, right? Yeah. Why? Oh, let me guess. Has to be on Windows. No. Oh yeah, has to be on Vista or Windows 7. That's probably why. Which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. At least I got a score up. That's all that matters to me. I'm definitely going to be revisiting this. My dad's last place. I don't think I have any last place but that one. That's not good. That's really not good. So that was 3 Mark 03. What else have I done? 3 Mark 11. 3D Mark Vantage. Let's go 3D Mark Vantage. 3D Mark Vantage. Yeah, we'll go performance. No, yeah, we'll go performance. We gotta make sure that we just do certain tests. So those are all there. It's all in performance. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Upgraded. Upgraded. Actually, what I'm going to do is give the core a little bit more of a little boosty boost. Let's see if we can go 100 on it. 100 on the core, 100 on the memory. Let's see. Let's see if it'll do it. This will kind of be the test to show me if it actually can run 100 on the core. When I extract files, I'm only transferring at 90 kilobits a second. That doesn't make sense. Extracting is like, no, it should be faster. What kind of files are you